Hi everybody. We've been having a mare this morning. How are you all? Can we get a thumbs up if you can hear us? We're not. Oh no, we're okay. Can you hear us now? There we go. Great, thank you. So we've no headphones on, so we can't hear you, but you can say what you like about us now. That we're online. Sorry about that. Teams kept kicking us off and it kept crashing.
Yes.
So we're working on.
Come on, everyone. Sorry.
We're working on my laptop today, so we have to do some switching around.
Yes, come
Glen,
on.
it's a great way to relax and gear up for a nice relaxed
Yeah,
session.
exactly. Yes, come on, Jason, and come on, everyone. Welcome to Hanley FM. As Jason said, we did have a few teething problems, and I hope that's not sorted out now. So
The help desk are not going to like me today. I have a big long email to write them.
yeah. Rather you to me.
There we go.
But anyway, how was your weekend, Jason?
Very good. Let me see if I can remember anything about it. Not really.
Well, I can remember one thing about what you told me about the weekend. You were when we were talking. You were saying you went to an event with in Ennis.
Oh, that was the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Lighting the Christmas lights in Ennis. That was Thursday. Technically not the weekend.
Sorry, my
Yeah.
apologies, but you did say that and it stuck out in my mind.
It was lovely, yeah, it was a lovely event. So the music and Santa came and some
cool.
hurlers who apparently were good at it.
Oh yeah, my niece is went to Fenton Town, the ice rink in Limerick.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
there's an ice rink in Limerick. I'm dying to visit there. Some of the service owners from Queen's Cross have been there. They recommended it.
Yeah, and I would go to it too, but I'm afraid of falling and breaking my leg and stuff like that. And my believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I had a girlfriend at one stage, and she gave me a present of two tickets for me and her to go and have a session on the ice, but I couldn't do it because, as I said, I'm terrified of breaking my leg, and that's one thing I can do out, isn't it?
Well, I'd be worried about that happening to me if I was going to do it.
Because imagine having one piece of your leg and having another in a bag and carrying around.
And there's an image now.
Yeah, that's a great image.
For Tuesday morning. How was your weekend?
Grand, Jason, grand. I sat at home, but now, unfortunately, I had the cold, and I sat at home watching the snooker, and I had the cold, so I got through that way.
And you have, since you've last been on the show, you've done something pretty notable.
Yes, since I last been on the show, I was wondering who would bring it up. Yeah, I took part in my first ever rowing competition on Saturday at UL. And for those that journalists that don't know UL, what UL is the place where they have it. It's a place that can go and you can have a swim there and swim down various activities.
Yeah, the sports centre with a pool.
That's what I'm trying to think of.
Indoor running track and a huge gym and all sorts of great facilities for the students, but I presume members of the public can
members of the public
go there too.
Go there, and Jason took the words from my mouth. That's what I was looking for, so I apologise about that. Jason said it for me. Thanks.
I'm a good co-host.
Yeah.
What were you doing there then?
So I was taking part of my first ever, as I say, rowing the competition, and it was a great setup. I really enjoyed it. Got there about 10:30. My race was at 11 o'clock, so I used my time to warm up on the rowing machines, because they have half and half where your rowing machine is, and the other half of other rowing machines are, so you can avail them to go and warm up when you're waiting.
Very good. So I mean, I was going to make the silly joke that you weren't rowing in an actual boat on the swimming pool or something like that, doing laps in a canoe or something.
No. When I first heard that, that's what I originally thought,
That would be fun.
That would be gone by oars. Yeah, that would be fun.
I think there are versions of water polo that are played with canoes. And I don't know if they're played in pools or if you have to play them outdoors in the river. I don't know. That's a sports thing. That's not my
We might
area.
get into that. But anyway, I was very happy I'd done it and I achieved it. And
So you were on the rowing machine for how long?
about 4 minutes.
Okay. So then it's just how
fast
far you can get, how far the machine can tell
And
you
you
gone in
don't.
4 minutes.
You can stop at any time you want if you know you had enough and you feel you went far enough. You can stop. That's it. But you just go on to you when they blow the whistle. You go on to blow the whistle to stop. But in saying that, there are couple of fast starts, like in racing, like jockeys and horses. There are a couple of racing fast starts. Actually, in ordinary run, there's fast starts and swimming. Yeah. So there were 4 fast starts.
Okay. So how did you win this? So was it by getting to the top speed? Was it by going the furthest distance?
Top speed and furthest distance, yes. So I don't ask me how fast I went, but I went hell for leather. That's all I know.
Well, do you know how you placed overall in the rankings?
No, because I left when I finished because I had to go somewhere.
Okay.
And plus my belly was rumbling, so I had to feed that.
Okay. So you just did it for the love of it. You weren't being competitive about it.
No, I wasn't being. I done it for the love of it because that really interested me when a member of staff in this fine facility in Evelyn gave me the information. Said, "Would I like to take part?" And I said, "God, that might be a bit of something I want to do." So I done it.
Excellent. Do you think you'll do it again?
Oh, definitely. I'm going to apply after after Christmas, and I'm actually already starting training at home last night.
Excellent.
To do it. But the only thing is, the thing I would be ashamed about, which not really ashamed, but at least I don't. I fell off to sea because it was too slippery for me, and if I hadn't fell off, my father said I would have got a bigger time than I did.
Okay. Well, that's encouraging in some ways.
That besides all that, and putting that aside, I'm proud, as I said, that I done it.
Well, again, it's a bad joke, but I bet you were glad you were on the floor and not on the water when you fell out.
Exactly.
When you fell out of the machine.
God, yeah.
Okay, so we better crack on, Glen, because we've got 2 guests today.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the late
2
start.
guests.
We need to keep an eye on the time. So we're sorry for starting late, technical issues and all that. But I'm going to go and get our first guest, who's going to talk about the International Day of Disability.
Yeah.
So
I
Glen,
didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was on today. Just,
can you keep things going when I'm gone? What are you going to talk about?
I think I possibly could try.
Good stuff. Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Well, since Jason's gone to get our guests, folks, I'm going to talk about a film that I looked at last night. Saturday and Sunday. I looked at a film called Wonder, and someone on teams may know this film. Wonder it's a good film. It's about fairy tales, and it's wicked steals all the sorry, I apologize, called Once Upon a Time, that's it. And they're still all fairy tales and stuff like that, and it's make believe, and it's actually some young fella has a book, and in the book, everything that's in the book comes true in the fairyland. So as I said, everything in the book comes true, and they're trying to figure out they're trying to figure out in the book and in the make-believe land what is going on and who's stealing all these happy ever after endings in the book. So I'm going to leave it there because our guests have arrived. So come on, Ricky, and
there we go.
come on, Ricky.
So we have an observer as well.
And we have a person.
Okay. There we go. Let's move the camera to get you on a bit better there, Ricky. There we go. Okay. Can you give us a 1, 2 just to make sure?
1, 2, 1, 2,
Nice.
3, 4.
Okay. So, I'm just going to check in on the chat while we're setting up, and
Am I in too closer to home?
no, I think you're okay there. You can see yourself there on the
Friend.
camera. So Val has said hi. How's it going, Val?
Hello, friend. How are you?
Okay. So, take it away, Ricky. What brings you in today?
So, what brings me today is just in International Disability Day. So I want to quickly talk about I want to talk about what that means to me. Because maybe have a conversation, more conversation around this. So I suppose what that means to me is it's a day to be proud of being disabled. You know, when I was when I guess some would see that and they can understand it. But for me it was I'm proud of being disabled because it makes life a bit more interesting. It makes life a bit more challenging, which I think is a good thing because if life was too easy, wouldn't it be boring? It would be really dull.
I've heard that said for sure.
I think that's true as well. If you didn't have a kind of disability or something wrong, you would have one that you're born with in life. Life goes smooth. Life probably would go smooth, but like it's just that if people have a disability, and I'm just saying for my own bit, you just have to concentrate on more things, do more things in life, and it might come easier to other people, but for people with disabilities, it mightn't come that easy. You know?
I'm going to kind of hopefully not put words in your mouth, but it's about doing all the same things, but maybe doing them a bit differently.
Yeah. And as well as that, I think as well as that is when you achieve something that you really work with or really tried, it feels much better. It feels like you really put effort in. It almost feels like I'm double satisfaction of doing something.
Have you got an example of that?
I don't really, but I don't know off the top of my head, but I do know it's
What about the gaming stuff?
game.
Gaming, what about all the work you've done on accessible gaming?
Yeah.
Does that count?
Yeah, it's like I would. And even even tying down my controller to the table is, I got a whole lot of satisfaction all of that.
And it was a very unique solution to something that you
And to be honest, I'm still getting satisfaction all of it to this day.
And you should give yourself credit too for, even though you have a disability, you have to go to Carlo with me too and try to learn to play snooker. So put your hands up and say that's a good achievement as well. I thought I'd never go into a place with a full-size snooker tables as well, and Ricky done that. So hands up, he's somebody down for not saying he can't. I know that, but I'm just saying that's something to think about too. Not just the gaming at home, but just keep that in mind because that's something to be proud of as well.
And there's something we've talked about before, which is that what is disability, and there's different definitions of it, and one definition is that it's something literally everybody experiences at some point in their life. So it's not there's a lot people can learn from seeing how people overcome different aspects of their disability.
To be honest, sorry.
Because everyone will need that sometimes.
To be honest, kind of actually brought up a good thing there. That's the same with me, a pool. I didn't think I could play pool, but then I found a tool that allows me to play pool. We was one arm, from one armed pool player. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Because now I can really settle them and try to get more better because of it. So, again,
And there's always something about, because we've talked a lot about technology and music technology because of the work that I do, but that there's a big difference between a device or a piece of technology helping you to do something you want to do or doing it for you.
Yes.
And I think what you're talking about is you found a way of doing the thing that you want to do. It's still you doing it. Yeah, very good.
In a different way, that's right.
Well, and those things exist in snooker and pool anyway. Those kind of, I don't even know what you call them. What do you call the thing that you arrest?
Yes.
You've got a modified version. They're part of the game.
And there's some other aid you can get now at the moment. My favourite snooker player bought it out last week. Matt brings it's a thing you just put on the table, and it's a line you follow to break off, and it aids you to hit the ball straight.
Okay.
That's another modification that you can get.
That's very cool. Now, because we started late and because we have another guest, I want to rush things on a little bit. We usually sometimes do quote of the day.
Yeah.
Where we kind of talk over some kind of thorny quote from a philosopher or an author or something like that, or a celebrity. So the quote, but I'm going to try something different. So I'm on the official page of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, from the UN's webpage. And I want to tell you what the theme is for today. Do you know what the theme for today?
No.
So the theme for 2024 is amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities for an inclusive and sustainable future.
Okay.
I've just activated your iPad somehow. So amplifying the leadership of persons with disabilities for an inclusive and sustainable future. What does that mean to you?
That's cool, don't it? That's cool because that to me it means giving you a piece of equipment or aid in such a way that you can carry out your life even if you have a disability. It's like that favourite program I had used to be on RQ1, don't know if you know it, Fix It, and people come up from the colleges trying to meet a person with a physical disability.
The big life fix?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Jason.
We've applied for that, haven't we?
Yeah, and I loved it. It specifically it gives a person an aid in life that they can cope with to carry out their favourite thing, like running or for example jogging or whatever. And it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I loved it.
So that's promoting an inclusive and sustainable future.
And for me it's more right space, more like noticing that we do exist, and we are here, and we do have rights as well, and the rights to be noticed and seen, which shouldn't be, what's the one saying?
Held back.
No, but what's the one saying? Seen. No,
Seen but not
I think this, to be fair, it is strange nowadays. People hear us more than serious, but sometimes you can get that upset. So it depends where you are, what you do in life. So,
yeah. Would you say that the stuff you're talking about, where the poorer attitudes, is that old-fashioned thinking, or is that?
But in all honesty, I think that's what I hope this went with the CRPD. So I hope that's what I would ratify people's minds, and things, and people like us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There we go. Very good. And any more you wanted to say on that, Ricky? You're wearing purple.
Yeah, my phone. Oh,
In honour of the day that it is. Very good.
I didn't know it had a colour.
I didn't either. So there we go.
No.
Great. Okay. Will you do anything else to mark the day?
no, we just also do a podcast next Saturday night. It's my own podcast night.
You're plugging your own podcast
Do
here.
you know what? What's the
My own podcast.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I've fixed there.
Very good. Yeah. So you're in pre-production now,
Yes.
and you're doing promotion for that. Very good. Okay. Well, excellent. Thanks for that, Ricky.
Thanks for having me to talk
Excellent.
on this.
Good work. Okay. So we'll see you next week.
That's a good.
You can't see it on camera, but he's also wearing purple shoes.
Yes.
Yeah, his red purple shoes, ladies and gentlemen, and purple top. So
The
thank
chair is kind of a royal blue, which, if you're in the right light, is almost purple.
yes.
So, thank you.
Thank you from the one guest popping to say hi. Thanks, Ricky. And I think we have another guest at the
I'm
moment.
going to go and get our next guest,
Yeah.
and so they're going there again.
So, everyone enjoyed the weekend and stuff like that. It's a cold start in Limerick to Swan, but still, I didn't feel like getting up, but I just made myself go up. So, because if you lay in bed, you get lazy, don't you? So, you have to get up, even though it's appealing to just put your nose out over the covers and say, no, not for me today, and go back in the room again. So you have to make the effort, I suppose. And I suppose I came into the radio because it's one thing I do enjoy doing on the Tuesday, to go in there. So, and if the computer behaved itself, because as Jason said at the top of the show, we were sorry for being late. There was gremlins in the system. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened, but we got there in the end. And we're just waiting for our next guest now, so I don't know who the next guest will be, but I have a funny feeling that there might be a song involved or something like that, so we just have to see, won't we? And I can't see the comments to that, and we send into the show, so I'm sure Jason will read him when he comes in, because I can't see him, unfortunately. And I think the guest is on the way at the moment, I think. Oh,
No.
what? Yeah, as I suspect, folks, the guest is actually coming in a lovely BMW car.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So if you walk forward a little bit there.
On your foot now, please.
And yes, as if you can hear from the voice, you may remember, or may know the voice is the lovely Joanne
Yeah.
Carter.
Yeah.
How are you this morning,
I'm
Joanne?
doing really well now, thank you.
And just to clarify, it's not BMW, it's just like driving some more from Mercedes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay. So Joanne, how are you today?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Excellent.
So, Joanne, as Jason said, how are you today?
I'm doing really well, yeah.
And what brings you into the radio today? To drop into see us? It's nice you could come in anyway.
Today I'm here to give a very, very exciting and I will say interesting talk
Yeah.
about a project I'm working on.
Oh, cool.
We all know the story of the Titanic,
Oh, we do.
but I'm after putting my own spin on the story. I'm after going back in history, and I have actually found out things even I didn't know about Titanic. For example, she was actually one of 3 ships. There was her, there was the Olympic, and there was the Gigantic. And the Gigantic was actually named the Britannic after the sinking. Now, she was built in 1909 at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast. And she, there was a lot of competition actually between the White Star Line, which is her shipping company, and another company called the Cunard Line.
Oh, right.
They were all, you see, the Cunard Line is like the rival company of the White Star Line. And basically what happened was that they wanted, the White Star Line wanted to maintain dominance over their Atlantic crossings, but the Cunard Line was winning the struggle.
Yeah, so they wanted to try to get to a certain place in a quicker, is it?
Exactly, yeah. And in 1907, there was 2 ships actually launched. The the Mauretania was launched at it was a shipyard of Swan Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
And it was the Tyneside shipyard of Swan Hunters, and it entered the Mauretania entered service in September of 1907, whereas the Lusitania, which is another one, the Lusitania was launched at the John Brown shipyard on the Clyde, and that went into service in June of 1907.
Very good.
So it's a phenomenal amount of research you've done, Joanne.
Absolutely, yeah.
You must have spent all weekend doing this.
I've spent countless hours
That's good.
researching the Titanic. And I'll tell you something actually strange, is that in the film that was directed by James Cameron, there's a couple in it, Jack and Rose. Rose's character is actually based on a woman named Beatrice Wood, who actually never boarded the Titanic.
I heard that, yes.
And Jack, on the other hand, is not a real person.
No, it's only fiction, isn't it?
Well, there is a little story behind it.
Okay.
Apparently James Cameron didn't know anything about Jack. Apparently the name is, there was an original crew member, and his name was J. Dawson.
Okay.
That's how he signed his name anyway.
Yeah.
And basically was they changed the name from J to Jack, and they kept the Dawson bit, but they just changed the name so it could be, so like identity protection. And instead of making him a crew member in the film, they made him a passenger.
Yeah, cool.
Because the audience needed someone to follow.
Exactly,
through the movie.
yeah.
So this brings us kind of to your project, what you were doing with all this research.
It does, yeah. So with all this research, I'm putting a book together.
All right.
And the whole book will actually be called Titanic Tales.
Cool. Very good.
Because it will be different stories on the Titanic. So that's the concept of the book.
Very good.
Which is all about the Titanic, and I have an extract from the book that I'm going to read for you today.
Alright, so what you're really saying in this talk today, that the creator of Titanic is going to be calling on you, so sometimes they'll make you famous, hopefully, one day.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
If they remake the movie, they'll bring you in as a
this is brilliant.
consultant or
Probably,
script doctor.
yeah, absolutely.
So-
Write the whole thing.
Go ahead and so Joanne, not to start, so.
This is an extract from the book called The Night Life Changed.
Cool, very good.
It was a hot day as a young family boarded the Titanic bound for America. Jack Dawson and his wife Rose beamed with admiration and excitement as they boarded the ship. with their 2 sons, 2-year-old Jacob and 3-month-old Noah. The Dawsons were from a poor family, so to board this stunning ship was like winning the jackpot. As the day drew to a close, it began to get cold and dark. Jack noticed Jacob asleep on the terrace. He took him gently in his arms. Hang on. Jack noticed Noah asleep on the terrace. Yeah. He took him gently in his arms and tucked him into bed, as Rose followed closely behind with baby Noah. The following morning began in a laid-back manner. Jack played with Noah on the terrace. In a laid-back manner, as Rose took Jacob. I'm getting confused here now. Sleep. The following morning started in a laid-back manner, as Rose took Noah for a walk on the promenade, while Jack played with Jacob on the terrace. They played and laughed as the sun beat down on everyone on board. After dinner, after playtime, the family settled in for dinner in the second-class dining room. Jacob's excitement slowly grew with every day, as he beamed at the thought of sailing on a massive ship.
Cool, very good.
The following day, temperatures plunged to their lowest, and it was impossible, as visibility was poor, which made icebergs hard to see. Later that night, officers Frederick Fleet and John Phillips spotted something in the distance. As they came closer, Phillips spotted something in the dark. As they came closer, Phillips cried out, "Iceberg, right ahead!" The entire crew scrambled to try and save the ship before she hit, but it was too late, as the inevitable happened, and the ship plunged into the massive iceberg head-on, caused water to flood all five compartments of the massive 269-meter-long vessel, putting the lives of thousands of people, including passengers, in grave danger.
Oh, well done, John. That was great. I can't wait to hear what you come up with next.
I presume when the book is finished, you're going to record the audio version as well?
Absolutely.
Very good. So where does this fit into the overall book? How is this?
This is chapter 17.
Okay.
I have a question. Is this all come out of your head, or is this part of it?
Totally.
Well, I know it will come out of your head, but it's to tie up nicely with, since you finished college and stuff like that. Did that give you inspiration?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Because it's very well researched, and you fair play to you for putting the work into it.
That's a good point. So that you're being to college gave you academic skills for
It
research.
did actually, yeah. The research skills actually helped big time.
Was there any creative writing in college? Did you,
No.
That part is you. That's your own skill.
This is me, yeah.
That's your own talent.
Yeah.
It's good. Because two people that are on teams that may not know that two of these nice ladies went to college from Cascana in Netherlands. One called Joanne and another that I can't mention at the moment because it's not here.
Mm-hmm.
But they done a fantastic time, and hands up to them. They played the blinder. And well done. And Joanne, I hope you go on further with this. This sounds amazing.
Oh.
Fair play to you.
Yeah. So you're do you know what genre this would be called?
True fiction.
Or I've heard have you heard of historical fiction?
I have.
Where people blend historical
I
facts
have.
with the story that they're making
Yeah.
themselves. That's what I thought of when you were.
Well, we could call it historical fiction then.
Historical fiction. Just so we know what
because-
shelf the book is
No,
going to go
because you're
on.
right, because it is a historical event.
Hmm.
It is something that happened back in history.
Yeah.
And it is today being rewritten and filmed and it's in movies and, you know, so it is, it's going back 112 years.
Very good. Very good.
That's great, Joanne. That's great.
Thank you for that, Joanne.
It's lovely for you to drop in and share it with us. Thank you very much.
What would it be now? Feel free to. Would it be too much to ask if you wanted to perform a song?
No.
To
The company.
finish off this segment before we wrap up the show.
Sure.
What would you like to do?
Oh, well, I'm after talking about the Titanic, so I may as well do the song.
Oh, why not?
So introduce the song then.
There's also a song that I wrote about the Titanic, not basically on the book, but it's about the actual event. So the song that I'm going to perform to finish off this segment is called We'll Come to Thee.
Sorry, welcome to what?
We'll Come to Thee.
Oh, right.
Now, I might have to give you the nod to wrap up if we're coming close to the end of the show. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We might.
That's not a song I heard before, but I'm hoping to hear it now for the first time.
Is it on your album?
It's on the first one.
It's on for you. Yeah. The album's called We'll Come to. Oh no, the
No.
album's called Miss Me But Let Me Go.
That's it, Jack, that's correct.
Okay. So people can listen to this on SoundCloud if
They
you,
can
if you-
indeed, yeah.
If you Google
Oh, well.
Joanne Cal, Miss
They
Me But
can,
Let Me
yeah.
Go.
Absolutely,
I
yeah.
it, so
Okay. Yeah, I've forgotten how we start this, so you'll have to start and I'll have to join in.
It's in the tune of Nearer My God to Thee.
Okay. Great.
If I start it first, then you can start the
Yes.
intro.
Great.
Out on the ocean.
Okay,
You know
yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
And it's all the same air.
Should I tune my guitar before we start? Sorry, everybody.
Might be helpful.
all right.
That's the beauty of it. I can edit all this out later.
Well, you can take you just said you can take it all out, so it doesn't really
It's
matter.
just a bit of tuning here, guys.
It's still, we still have a live audience.
So take it away, Joanne.
Out on the ocean there, they took their stand. Child, mother, father too, there's no help at hand. Yet in my dreams I see the guider of all to be. Give us thy power, Lord, and we'll come to thee. Earth joys now disappear, soon shall we take our last glance on earth, o'er the sky or sea. Earth's beauties die on flight, Lord, fill us with thy light. Give us thy power, Lord, and we'll come to thee. Give all thy power, Lord, and we'll come to thee.
Welcome, Joanne. Very, very good. you should be proud of that. And as Joanne said at the top of the before she started the song, you can listen to that on SoundCloud, and that's something I definitely will be checking out because she sounds lovely, Joanne. Fair play to you, and well done on your research on the Titanic, and hopefully you get further up in Iran now.
Oh, there'll be plenty more to
Yeah,
come.
and don't be a stranger to Henry.
Never a stranger.
Very good, very good.
So bye bye, Joanne. Thanks again.
Thanks, Joanne.
More to come.
So I think that's the end of today's radio, isn't it?
Yeah.
Folks, yes,
Sign up.
12 o'clock. So I'm going to say once again, thanks to Joanne for coming in, and well done, and best of luck whatever she does. And thanks for everyone for listening. Bye bye, everyone.
Now, Glen is going to be on holidays
Oh yes.
next week, so we're going to have a special kind of
Someone
treat
else going to be
for our
here.
Christmas show on the 17th. We're going to have a surprise from Glen, but that's all we'll say for now. Thanks very much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.